Hello viewers, it's Cynthia Michael for the Screen Reviews, bringing my 658 podcast. It's my 658 podcast. Like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to reach out during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this podcast won't contain any major adult language in this podcast. So basically, this is a kid. This is a kid friendly podcast. No, there'll be no obscene adult language in this podcast. So basically, just to let you guys know, all ages, everybody, all ages is good to watch this podcast. So anyway, with this and everything out the way, let's get into the topic of this podcast. As you know, as you guys know that during during the writer's strike, a lot of things got pushed back. A lot of shows were pushed back, and basically, some shows managed to get out like 10 or 13 episodes and whatnot. But anyway, to get to the point that we finally got a launch date for the Plow Friendly Lava and Powder season three air date. So basically, it's supposed to be on the 13th of July. Of July. So basically, July 13th, we're finally getting the season. We're getting season three of the Plow Friendly Louder and Powder. So anyway, so to celebrate that fact, I decided to do a top five things that should happen in season three. So basically, I'm gonna get into I'm just going to one, two. I'm going to. I'm sorry, well, I'm a little tongue tied today. Anyway, so I'm gonna start off to five and work my way up to number one. So basically, my number one top thing that should happen. I mean, my number five top thing should happen in G3 is the return of Duke and Sister Spice. Now, if you have not watched the original series, Sister Spice was Suga Mama's sister who had the second powers and also a portrayal of what's her name, Cleo, that psychic Jamaican lady in real life. So basically, so far we had not been addressed about during the radio series. Sister was scamming people. Yes, she did have psychic powers. Well, she could move things with her mind and whatnot. So basically, she had telekinesis. Then she tried to do that scam and basically let Oscar with the bag. But lucky for Sycamore stopping Spike, Austin didn't get in trouble during that episode, and she got locked up. So basically, during the sequel series, Sugar Mama during season two of the current series, finally went home to her parents, her father and whatnot, and basically they did not address anything about Spice. So basically during the current series, that episode when Chicken Mama was kind of forced to face her dad and her side of the family. They did not mention Spice in both two-part episodes. So basically, I'm hoping that that this will be addressed in season three, and also I like to see the return of Duke as well. Duke was one of Penny's friends who was Orion. He was that Orion teenager that hang out with Penny. So basically, the same age as Penny. I believe Duke was the same age as Penny and the rest of the gang. So basically, I like to see what Duke is. I like to see Duke return, and get an update design for Duke as well. So basically, my top, my number five, my number five is to see Sister Spice return and Duke to return in season three of the Proud family, Powder and Louder. Now, my number four thing is seeing Sugar Mama seeing Sugar Mama and Bobby's relationship change. So basically, my change is I would like to see Bobby get tired of become his own man and become more independent from Sugar Mama. Cause as you know, Sugar Mama loves Bobby more than Oscar. So basically, Sugar Mama treats Bobby like he's special and whatnot. But basically, he's a capable grown man that lives home with his mama. So basically, I like to see Bobby become more independent, and basically, and start allowing Sugar Mama to treat him like like a little kid. Now we did see in in season two of series, we did see that Bobby did stand up for himself when he had a relationship with that teacher, that mean teacher, and that mean teacher, that mean teacher played by played by wow. Sorry, I don't tongue tied today. Anyway, we did see Bobby, stand up to Sugar Mama when he had that relationship with that mean teacher who was played by Tiffany Haddish, and basically, like Sugar Mama did not approve of Bobby, dating that mean teacher played by Tiffany Haddish, but and Bobby's like, you know what, I'm going to mess with her anyway, and so basically, I like to see Bobby really, become more independent and stand up to herself, and see the whole relationship between Bobby and Sugar Mama to change. So basically, that's my number four thing is to see Bobby become more independent and not rely on Sugar Mama, and come more independent, and stand up to Sugar Mama more, and and seeing how Sugar Mama will accept Bobby being more independent and standing up to her and not babying him anymore. That's my number four. That's my number four thing for season three. Now, my third thing for season three is I like to see Penny talk to a psychiatrist, a therapist. So basically, really like during the current season, during season two of the current series, we see when the autism episode with BB. With BB, when we saw for a brief moment we see Penny talking to the doctor who specialized in autism, and basically Penny was kind of pouring out her feelings toward, was expressing her feelings towards how this is affecting her, about Penny just spitting her feelings out to the doctor. So basically, I really like to see Penny talk to a therapist and really, 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 talk to about talk to a therapist about her problems that she faced with her family. Cause honestly, Penny, I don't blame Penny sometimes that I don't blame Penny sometimes that her family is not perfect all the time and they do get on her nerves. Cause honestly, all the crap that she gets from her family, is unfair most of the time. So basically, I really like to see Penny, Penny do a mental health episode of Penny talking to a therapist, and address the problems that she has with her parents and her family and the whole family. So basically, I really like to see that happen in season three. So that's my third thing. Now, my second thing for season three is Trudy and Oscar hang out with the rest of the parents. So basically, honestly, throughout the previous series and the current series, we only see Oscar and Trudy hang out either with Felix, Sunset, or TK and Myers' parents. So basically, I like to see, Trudy and Austin really hang out with the other adults besides 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 Felix, Sunset, and besides Felix and Sunset. 'Cause honestly, that's the only people there are more adults in the series besides Sugar Mama, Bobby, and them. So basically, I like to see Trudy and Oscar hang out with the other parents besides Sunset and Felix or TK and Myers pa- parents. So basically, I like to see Trudy and Oscar hang out with decent age parents. I like to see Trudy and Oscar hang out with Michael's parents. I like to see I like to see Trudy and Oscar hang out with Zoe's parents. I like to see, Trudy Arthur hang out with the with the triplet parents, and also I like to see, Trudy Arthur hang out with the Grow sisters parents. So basically, I like to see I'm really hoping that we get a episode of episode of of Trudy and Arthur hanging out with the other parents besides TK and Maya's parents or Felix and Sunset, basically being Los Angeles parents. So basically, hello. So basically, my second thing is to see Oscar and Trudy hang out with the other different parents in the series. Now, my number one thing I want to see happen in season three is finally getting a answer on Bobby and getting an answer on the status of Bobby and Oscar's dad, and also finally exploring Percy Proud being Oscar and Bobby's father's side of the family. Now, in the original series, it kind of they did touch on how Sugar Mama met Percy Proud, but in the current series, it kind of set up the current series kind of set up a kind of like a story plot for Oscar and Bobby's father side of the family to be fully explored in the current series. So basically, if you have not watched the first season of the current Powder and Louder, the end of the first season, Trudy was doing a family tree or was doing a family tree, tracing everybody's family and whatnot. So basically, she done her side, but she was able to find she was able to find mad ancestors and relatives on her side of the family. But when it came to Oscar's side of the family, or on his father's side, the only relative he could only find was Ray Ray and Bobby. So basically, that is kind of a setup for that. So basically, that episode was set it up was kind of like a setup for a story plot further on in the series to finally explore Percy Proud's family side. So basically, during the end of season one of the current Proud family series, we for Mama side, we for only Sugar Mama side of her family. We had not explored for the side of Percy Proud family. So basically, I'm hoping that see Bobby, Bobby and Austin explore their father's side of the family a bit more, and see more members of the Power family of the Power family show up. New members of the Power family show up in season three, and also and finally get a answer on Percy Proud's status, because it's been kind of vague. You know how cartoons talk about, you know how cartoons talk about parents not being around, even they're dead, about their status. So basically, we don't know if Oscar's father is dead or alive or just missing. So basically, throughout the original series, he never got an answer like, is Oscar and Bobby's father dead? Is he missing? Or is he missing, or what? So basically, I would like to get an answer on that. Finally get a true answer. Because honestly, it's Oscar and Bobby's father's dead, that would explain a lot. Is he missing? That would explain a lot. So, or he just left Sugar Mama. He just left Sugar Mama, Oscar and Bobby. That would explain a lot too. Cause honestly, the way that we know that Percy Proud Oscar do look like his father more than Bobby does. So basically, I like, the way that Sugar Mom treats Oscar sometimes is just sometimes it can be a bit harsh. So basically, a lot of people there's been a lot of theories that Oscar and Bobby's father did abandon them, and Sugar Mama never told them, and basically that's the reason why Sugar Mama treats Oscar better than Bobby, because Oscar does look like his father than Bobby does, or that their father died, and basically Sugar Mom resents her husband for dying on her, and that's the reason why Oscar is being treated badly. So basically, I really like to see that you see we finally get an answer on if Bobby and Oscar's dad is dead. Did he abandon them, or he just missing? Or he just or he went missing somewhere. So basically, I'm hoping that will be addressed in season three of Powerful and Louder and Prouder. So anyway, what are the top things you're looking for to be addressed in season three of Powerful and Louder and Prouder? Please let me know with the comments below. Anyways, signing off from Screen Reviews. One.